This is Jonathan Aguilar here for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined for the first time by former world title challenger, British champion,
Yeah,
Ashley Theophane. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, my man. What's good?
All good, all good. How's lockdown been? I imagine it's not something you're used to, traveling all over
Uh,
the world.
yeah, you know what? For me, I haven't minded this because I'm currently trying to work on my gym that I'm trying to open up. I've had more time to plan it and to do stuff towards my gym. So for me, I didn't really mind. I've done a few online courses as well to keep the mind sharp. So I've made the most of the time.
Have you done a bit of reading? I can see a load of books behind you.
You know, oh, you know it is. I noticed on the BBC, they always do the interviews and they got the books behind them. So I was
Just
like,
to
I'm
show
gonna need
you.
the books from now on. So yeah, so now I've just done some online stuff, So it's been cool. I haven't really mind the lockdown thing, but you know, who who knows now? The fights they might be coming back soon. It seems.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just first of all, on your gym. So, what's made you want to open your own gym? How's that come about?
So for I think the last 5 years, so my advisor going back 5 years ago, like when I was with Mayweather Promotions, he wanted me to open up a gym. So for me, it was like when I'm coming to the end of my career, that's the best time to do it because you see a lot of pros. One, they don't wanna stop. They don't wanna stop because this is all we know what to do. We just fight. So it's always hard for us to call it a day and to give back as well, because the same way that I had a gym to go to when I was a kid, and that's what helped me realize my dreams. That's what I would like to help the kids that are coming through now. You know what I'm saying, to help them achieve their dreams. So yeah, I want my own gym, and it's coming together.
Mm. Um, so where's that going to be? Is that going to be in London somewhere?
I'll be in London. I'm just looking for the premises now. So I've seen a few spots online. So I have to wait till after the lockdown, and then I can go around and see if it's good enough and whatever. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Do you see yourself becoming a future coach or trainer in the future?
You know what it is? I never really wanted to be a coach. I never really wanted to be a coach because I was like, you do all this work and you only get 10%. I'm like, I rather get the 25%, the manager's job. So at first I wanted to do a manager job, but I did do the ABA course or the England boxing course. I done that I think back in February or March, and I actually had fun. So, and then I worked with a few of the kids in All Stars, and it was nice to see them that you teach them a move, and then just week by week they got better. So it was nice to see that growth in like the kids and stuff. So yeah, I might turn my hand to it, and I'm very sure even with pros, I've worked with like Floyd, with Roger, Nate Jones, with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. So I've worked with some top guys in the world, Lou Duval, so Devin Stills. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot. So it would be good to pass that on to some of these young Brits who are up there trying to. And I think a lot of British guys, they're like, one, they're scared to go America to learn over there, and I think they stay here too long and they get stuck here. And I think for me, growing up, I like Ben, and he campaigned in America, and I love that about him. With Floyd Hearn again as well, he campaigned in America. So for me, growing up, I always liked the Brits that fought in America. So when I turned pro, that was like my number one thing. I didn't care what I achieved. I just wanted to fight in America. I just wanted that. That's all I wanted to do. Like when I turned pro, my whole thing, because that was why I started the sport in the first place. Cause I watched the American fights. So for me, I just wanted to fight in America. I didn't care what I achieved in the sport. I just wanted to fight in America. So in 2005, when I went over there, and then they actually believed in me and they thought I was good, hence I just kept going back, and then that became my home. You know what I mean? So I think more Brits should go over to America, because I know there was a few years ago, you know, British guys, we had like a lot of world champions here. And a lot of Brits are like, yeah, like Britain's the place to be. We run things.
Mm.
No, we don't, because all the boxing stars here always go to America. I don't care what they're doing in the O2. I don't care what AJ sells at Wembley. They always go to America, because that's where you do it. Hatton did it. Hatton was the biggest star we had here in years. He went over to America. America is where you got to go. That's why AJ went the other day. That's why you got Tyson there now, and he said he don't know if he'll come back here to fight. So America is always where it's been, and I think a lot of British guys more have started to go over there now, because Hearn's got a deal, so they go there with the protection, like with a promoter. But I love the way that I went. I went on my own. I went in the gyms. You know what I'm saying? I ran through a lot of the Americans in the gyms. Like, I had to earn my respect there. And then I got signed off after years and years.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you were in the Mayweather promotion stable in the gym for a number of years. And funny you mentioned sort of British fighters going over there. It's kind of like you were there in the Mayweather gym for a number of years with Mayweather promotions as well. And now Vidal Riley, you know, young cruiserweight, is also sort of taken that path and is, you know, out there in the Mayweather camp as well.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. You had Savannah Marshall, but she only
Yeah.
lasted for one fight. So, you know, Brits are starting to go over there, but I think more of us should, you know. And Vidal, like, I was there when Vidal came. Vidal came with KSI, because KSI was gonna fight there. And then when he came there, he met some of the guys in the gym there. They watched him spar. They thought he was good. And then that's when he started to work with Jeff. And then they built a relationship. And then, you know, he's gone on, you know. So this is going back 2 years ago. So he first went over there, if I remember correctly, like 2 years ago. Then he built a relationship with them. And then he's just signed with them like last year, whatever it is. So, you know, Vidal, he's a nice kid. He trains hard. So it'd be nice to see him go far in the sport.
Definitely. Let's jump straight into it. Quite big news on social media that's been going around, a lot of excitement. You and Conor Benn possibly on this Matchroom fight camp. First of all, what can you tell us about this? Have you been sent any offers? Are there any negotiations going on?
Well, Eddie, he DM'd me first. He asked me if I'm in the gym. I said, yeah, I'm in the gym, because I'm always in the gym. So I'm in the gym. So I said, yeah. So he asked me if I would like to fight Conor on this date. And then I just replied that I can't be ready for July the 24th, whatever it is. And then, but I need more time, because I go to America to train. So I know what they're doing here. They want to keep the Brits, fighting the Brits. I can't be part of that, because I go to America to train. So I can't take that fight until I can fly to America to train. So what's it? So Conor, he DM'd me. He's a nice guy, like him, and he just said that no disrespect, that I'm not calling you out, but I would love to fight you. You've done it all in the sport, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I think it'll be a good fight. So I can respect him for doing that, because he didn't have to say shit. He didn't have to say shit. You know what I mean? He's promoting made thing. But I guess with him DMing me, it's more likely the fight could go ahead like after the lockdown is over, because, you know what I mean, I don't know when it will go to, but in the autumn, he can have his fight now in July. I know he's supposed to fight the British champ, whatever it is, you know. But if they do want to fight me, I have to be able to go to America to do a camp over there to get in shape. Because at the end of the day, we know how the sport goes. The young lions take over the old lions. That's how the sport goes. I am the old lion. But at the same time, sometimes the young lion is not ready to take over yet. So, you know what I mean? I've won my last 10 fights. And the funny thing is, I've won my last 10 fights. And while I've been on my world tour and I've just been like getting these easy wins, I have missed like someone trying to, well, the last fight was pretty hard because I fought the former world champ. So he was past his best, but he was bigger than me and he was still strong. But I missed that someone wanting to win, someone believing they can win. So, you know, for Conor, I haven't fought here for 8 years. So what way to come back to fight the son of a man that I idolize as a kid? That shit would be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I said to him. I said, I was a fan of your dad, so I just want you to have a great career. Unless we fight, then I want you to lose. So, and I said, even if we don't fight, we might not fight because, you know, Hearn is trying to make me and Hara. He tried to make me and his other guy, Josh. It didn't go down because I didn't like the deal. And I don't really, it's easy for me to say no if I don't like a deal. I'm not one of these guys who jumps. Like, you don't give me a bone and I jump at it. If I don't like the deal, I say no. So I said to Carl, now as long as Hearn comes correct with the money, then we can fight. So it's up to Hearn because he likes to lowball me. So, and that's why I keep saying no to him. So me and Carl and I have agreed that we would fight, but it's up to his promoter. If his promoter can come up with a respectable deal like that, I can say yes to. So that's where it is. It's on Hearn. If we don't fight, it's because of Hearn. It's not because of me and him, because we both want to fight, because I wouldn't mind to fight. Because you know what's been weird? A lot of guys, with Conor, because he's still on his rise, I haven't watched him fight yet. I've seen little clips of him KOing guys, but I haven't watched him yet because I don't watch fights until they, like if he was to fight the British champion, then I would watch that fight because then that's a good fight and you don't know who is going to fight. I don't like to watch fights when I know that this guy is going to win. I like, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't watched him yet. So if we was to fight, I would watch his fights. But I heard that he's starting to get good and he improves and stuff. But a lot of guys have said that they believe I could beat him. I haven't watched him. So I said, I don't know because I haven't watched the man yet. So I can't say whatever it is. But a lot of the comments I've seen and a lot of guys who have DM'd me have said that they believe that I could upset him. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. We see how it goes. But I'll take the fight. It's just up to her. And if they want to make the fight. And the thing I like as well, the buzz has been good on the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 99% of the fans have said it'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight for him as a step up to see if he's good to take the next stage. Because I've been British champion. I've fought for the world belt. So I would be a nice name for him to beat. But depends how much I got left, and depends if he's you know what I mean, if it's his time to come through. So I think it is a good fight. It's just, you know, if it goes down or not, you know. So we see, man.
So as far as you're concerned, this fight can't happen in July. You need sort of to go to America and train.
Yeah, I got to go to America.
Yeah.
So this fight don't happen in July. Like with me being real, I don't owe her no favors. So I'm not going to do your show, no deals. You've never done me no deals. So we fight when I can prepare correctly, or we don't fight at all. I don't fight. I don't care if I fight on their show or not. Like, I'm called to open up my gym and continue to fight across the world. So they called my name. I said yes, but the money's got to be right and the date's got to be when I can train correctly, because I wouldn't be able to train here correctly. Right. So it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, let's talk a bit about this world tour a bit. You've been doing it for a while now. You've been sort of Dubai, Budapest, loads of different places. What motivated you to do this world tour in the first place, and what's sort of been the best country you fought in so far?
Well, you know what it is? The funny thing was, 3 years ago, I done an interview, and I said that I wanted to finish my career doing a world tour. And I forgot about it. It was weird that I forgot that I said that in that interview. And then I was with Mayweather Promotions. I wasn't getting a lot of fights. I had got 2 fights in two years. So I was like, I want to finish my career, but I want to be active. wasn't about no big fights. It's just be active and just have fun. So then I went on like a 2-year like world tour where I had 10 fights in 9 countries, and it was pretty cool because you got to fight. Some places I got to fight where it was a very small show, or there was some places where it was a big show. So it was like Ghana was great to go to. You know, it was great to go over there. I might even go back there. That's what I'm saying. If I don't fight Ben, I might go back there and have a fight because I just had a great time there, and I would like to be the African champion. So I might go there to fight for the African belt. You know what I mean? So just to see how's that. But the world tour was fun because you got to meet fans from all over the world, and just to know that these fans know like who you are, and you're like Poland, Ghana, like UAE, like Romania, Mexico, like it was just nuts, like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a good thing to do. Like, again, I've majority of my career I've spent on the road. So for me to fight on the road, for me, it's fun and I enjoy it. So I mean, you know, but the thing was, I left Mayweather Promotions because I was getting offers from Hearn and from some other British promoters. So I thought I'll leave Mayweather Promotions and I'll get some fights here and finish my career. But then when I left Mayweather Promotions, I couldn't get no fights here. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to fight Burns. I wanted to fight Flanagan. I couldn't get them guys, and I couldn't get no other. And then I got the offer of Josh Kelly, but the offer was shitty. So I was like, no, that don't interest me. And then so then that's why I thought, well, basically, if I can't get no fights home, it's like I retire or I do a world tour. So then I went on the 2-year world tour. So I do like the way with me, I've been able to stretch my career. Because when I was British champion and I lost in 2012, when I lost the British, I couldn't get no fights here again. They didn't care about me because I wasn't British champion. They didn't care about me. So I was like, what am I going to do next? And then that's when I went to Floyd's gym because I had went there for 2 weeks when I done a training camp and he was cool with me. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go there and try and get on his team. So if I didn't get onto Floyd's team, my career would have been over a long, long time ago. So it's crazy to think that with each stage of my career, I've been able, after a loss, I've been able to adapt and to stretch it out. And here I'm coming to the home stretch of my retirement now. I'm starting to work on my gym. I've got like 2-3 fights left. You know what I mean? So it would be cool. I've wanted to fight. I haven't fought home in 8 years. So win or lose, I would like to fight here. You know what I mean? I would like to fight here before I retire, because you know what I mean, I could retire in the next year because I don't want to fight forever. I don't need to fight forever. So, you know. But the world tour was great. I'm happy. I'm glad that I went on the tour. I like to do things that most other guys don't do. Majority of guys, they stay in Britain their whole career. That's boring. Stay like, you know, and a lot of times they are British. Like you might be, a lot of times they lose, and then because you don't want to go abroad, your career dies. Because if you can't get signed by Frank Warren or Hearn, your career is basically over here. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But now you got MTK, so that's kind of good. You got MTK now.
Just talk to me a bit about Floyd Mayweather. We've seen now he's sort of getting into the training side of things.
Yeah.
Out with Devin Haney in his gym.
Yeah.
What have you made of that, and how do you think he'd fare as a trainer?
You know what? With Floyd, I think Floyd has to train the elites. I think he would find it hard to break it down to guys that just start to now. I could be wrong, but because his ring IQ is so high, I think he would prefer to work with the Haneys of the world, because these guys are like the young stars, the guys who are going to run the sport in the years to come. So I think with Floyd has a lot to give. You know what I mean? If he wants to be he is a promoter, but if he wants to coach these guys, he can teach these guys a lot. because he's done it all and he's very smart. So I think the coach thing has been good. I've watched a few of him on pads, and it's nice to see he's doing the real pad work. He's not the pity pat stuff. So it's been nice to see that he's starting to give it back to the young champs that are coming through, and a lot of these young champs, they look up to him, so they're gonna know what I'm saying. So whatever he says, they're gonna soak it up. So it's good. It's good that he's there for the young guns.
So I assume you sparred him before.
Yeah, I've sparred Floyd for 2 camps, for the Canelo camp and for the Berto camp. I was on the sparring team. So so that was great. I sparred him I think 5 times. And it was always fun. Like, I don't know, there was with some guys, they get nervous and they just freeze, and then he knocks them out. It's weird. I used to prefer to watch Floyd spar than watch his fights, because he used to just go in there and just rip you apart. Like, if you couldn't hold your own with him, if you couldn't get his respect, then it was all over. There's so many guys that I've seen get KO'd and that's just a spar. But then, so that's why when he would go and fight, I always thought Floyd is gonna KO this guy, because because when he was spar, he would just be going through guys. So with me, I always done well when I sparred Floyd. They say that some guys, they shine in the gym, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's like an all-time great. I'm just a British champ. But I used to do very good with Floyd, and that's why he bought me my car in the end, because I done so good for him. We sparred for the Berto camp, and then straight afterwards, he went to buy me a brand new car, because I done so well with him, because I was the first one he sparred. So yeah, so it's cool. Like, it was always fun for me. I always just went in there and I was like, I'm sparring Floyd. Like, he might have been playing around and just having fun, but I was going all out, or I had to go all out, because he's just so smart and he's just so, like, quick. I had to be at my best when I was in the ring with him, or I would get hurt, like the others.
Yeah, I mean, the Canelo fight, I think, was in 2013, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah. That's when I just joined.
Yeah, and then the Berto fight was obviously the last fight. Well, he had the McGregor fight afterwards, but it was like almost the last fight. How did those sparring sessions, were they any different, a few years apart? Did you notice any differences in Floyd?
I think the older he got, it's weird, because I'm currently writing my book. So when I was in camp, I always wrote my diaries. So I'm just bringing them all together now so there's stuff that I'm just reading through, and I'm like, oh wow, like this happened, like that happened. So going back, like Floyd is within the gym, he would start camp and he would just be, it's weird. He was the best when he was at the start of camp. It was weird. And then it's like throughout camp, he would start to get tired, then he wouldn't be as sharp, because he starts out and he might spar like 4 days out of 5, yeah, like 5 days to like get off the rust. But yeah, like Floyd was good. I always enjoyed to watch Floyd spar, because it was the atmosphere of the gym just came alive, and like they talk a lot of shit in the gyms. It's not like, oh, we're here, we sparring, everyone's respectful and you just spar in peace, and but over there you sparring and everyone's just chatting shit as the spar. Like, as it's going on. So everyone just going nuts. So yeah, I'll say it's the American gyms are very alive. The American, and I think that's why there's a lot of pros with their careers. It doesn't end well, because they get burnt out in the gym. Because some guys just love to spar, and I think they take it out in the gym, and then they don't get to produce it in fights. You know what I mean?
Ashley, I do want to get your thoughts on Anthony Joshua. He made a speech last weekend in Watford at the peaceful protest. The speech has caused a bit of controversy. What is your reaction to that? I know I saw on social media you at protests in London.
Yeah.
What was your reaction to not only the speech, but to some of the reaction that came with?
So for me, what he said, he didn't say anything wrong. He said to buy black.
Mm.
And what that means is to support your community. If you go to the Turks, the Greeks, the Muslims, they support each other. They shop in their shops. Blacks, Caribbeans, and the Africans, we don't do that. We give everyone else our cash. So what he said is what other mainstream guys have been saying, but because it comes from him and he gets paid a lot of money from like white companies, it's like a big deal. But he's just saying to support your own. So that's how I've taken it, to support your own, because the others do it. Why shouldn't we? So that's how I see it. So I don't think he's got white friends, he's got black friends, so he's not racist. It's not a racist thing to say support your own, which is good. We should support our own.
I mean, I think some people seem to take exception to that part of it, where he did say, to abstain from shopping in their businesses. Now, some people have said that he was referring to white businesses, although other people who have defended him have said, no, he was talking about the racist businesses.
Yeah.
Is that how you took it?
I didn't listen to the speech, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I didn't listen to the speech, but what I've seen online, from what I've taken online, he was just saying to buy black, like support your community. And I just see it as there's nothing wrong with support your. And the issue is as well with with the Africans and the Caribbeans, if you go to our shops, a lot of times it's not the blacks who are selling our stuff. So that's as well, I think, what he was saying, to don't give to those who are selling our stuff, to give it to us, to keep it within the community. So I don't understand what the issue is, because everyone else be doing that, and everyone does. As I say, the Turks, the Greeks, the Muslims, they all do it. So I don't see what the issue is with saying to buy black. And in America, I think over here, it's racist here as well. Like, everyone tries to go on that. It's not racist here. It's racist here as well. In America, if you're black, you can say to buy black, and it's not an issue. But I guess when you say to buy black here, everyone, they're too sensitive. Like, for so many years, they pretended that racism didn't exist. So I've kind of been glad, like, for the last 2-3 years, the races are start to come out and to speak more, because it used to be indoors where you didn't if you were black or whatever, black or brown, you knew there was racism around, but you couldn't prove it. Now you can prove it because they're more proud to be the way they are. So it is what it is. I think the marches were good. It's good, and the thing is, the marches, majority of the folks there were white. So it's nice to see that everyone coming together. I saw families there. I saw little kids there, like white, like whatever. So it's like the people who are getting upset are the racist whites, because our others are not getting upset because they understood he's saying support your community. And that's what we all should do, support your community.
Ashley, finally, what is your message to the British public who looking forward to seeing sort of where your career goes?
Yeah, I was a big fan of Nigel Benn. So for me to fight his son, and basically it'll be my last fight here, because I haven't fought here for 8 years. So it'll probably be my last fight here, back home, to fight Nigel Benn's son. It's an honor for me at the same time. He's a great guy. And I think it would be a great fight as well. You know what I mean? So hence, I want a real camp. They don't want me to come in shape. They don't want me to have a real camp. That's why they say, you want six weeks, Ash? No, I need more than 6 weeks, because I want to come in shape, because I want to win. So he may win, because I'm an old man now, but I will give him the fight of his life. So if the fight don't go down, it's because Hearn don't want it to go down. That's basically it. Because Conor wants to fight. I've spoken to him. He's a nice guy. Conor wants to fight. I'll accept the fight. It's up to Hearn. If we don't fight, it is because of Hearn. But that's what I'm going to say. But thank you for all of the support.
Okay, Ashley, thanks very much for coming on and speaking to us. And yeah, I hope to hear some news about this fight in the future.
All right, my man. See you.